All right, my friends, I hope you guys are ready because I have another discovery for you about the Nintendo Switch 2 and its accessory. This will confirm that Nintendo Switch 2 has an accessory that I think some people are going to love and some people not so much, but let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, we're talking about VR.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
All right, so we are here at uspto.gov. Once again, guys, we have discovered another patent. Take a look at the date, September 12th. This was yesterday. And basically, this is another patent regarding the Nintendo Switch 2 and an accessory. The Nintendo Switch 2 will not be VR, but it will have an accessory that will allow you to play games using a VR headset. Right now, if you look at the title, it says image display system. That's the most important part here. Non-transitory storage medium having stored therein image, the display, program, display control, apparatus, and image display. So basically, it's an electronic device. Okay, so without further ado, let's keep on going. You see the date here. This is basically an update to the same patent we have here, and here we have the same image right here. Before you say anything, nope, this is not a cardboard box. This is the actual device, but you know, Nintendo needs to kind of hide the real design because basically what they're showing is here where the face is, where the eyes go, and how the display is. No, you're not gonna hold it like this either. This is just Nintendo's way of trying to hide some certain features and design wise. So we continue down below here. We will see another image that looks like the actual VR headset here, the housing of the VR headset. And before you say, Mike, that looks like a box, well, let's keep on going. Right here, we have the internal right here. This is basically where the eyes go, right? The shape of the area and the display. And of course, we have here the internal. All right, we have the display section, the inertial sensor, the processor, CPU, GPU, DRAM, and non-volatile memory. So this is the internal part of the device, and it is a VR headset. So right there you can see here yaw direction, pitch direction. We got the guy here holding the VR headset. No, this is not going to be the way you hold it. Again, this is Nintendo's way of displaying it on the patent. And here we have basically the cameras and the interface, because since this is an addition to the Nintendo Switch, it's probably going to be wireless and it's probably going to stream the games to your VR headset. So you know how Sony made that little handheld streaming device, right? So it streams the game from the PlayStation 5 over to their now handheld thingamajig, right? And this is the same exact way that this device will be used with the Nintendo Switch 2, which, if you ask me, it is brilliant, because if there's a better way to use a device that is handheld, right, and it's like a streaming device, what better way to use it than in VR, right? That means you are not tethered to any wires at all. You are free to do what you can. And then we continue going here. We see more information on the guidance of the camera, right? And basically here we have the interface, the rotation, background of virtual space. So this is basically the background in the interface here of what we will see here. Again, we have the same exact thing, background space here, virtual space, rotation in yaw direction. This is the interface here. It looks like when you actually move your head, the interface will stay right in the center, like it's floating in the air. Something like what Apple Vision Pro does. Like it creates like a space right on front of you, and then you can actually look to the side and it'll stay right in the center. So here we have it again. And then these are the images that kind of display the line of sight for the virtual camera. You can see here the display here, right? And then you can actually see that when you move to the side, the display will stay kind of like in the same place. So that's what this is saying. We're moving here again. Area A, UI, user interface right here. Area A, B, and B. So basically the same exact thing, right? When you have the VR headset on, the UI, the user interface, will be right center, right here in the center. And then we have area space here. So the display in reality is this big, right? It takes the entire area here. Now, picture this entire thing like in a U shape, right? Like those TVs that are in a U shape for gaming, right? And then the area A also kind of bending over, and then the area A on the bottom kind of bending over to the other side, like if it's like a spear, like you're inside of a spear, and the UI will stay right in the center. So this is basically how it will look like when you have your headset on. You will see right in front of you the user interface area where you'll see that like little apps floating in right in the center right here, right? And then everything else, this space right here, this is the A space, B space, but it'll all be part of the virtual space, you know? So it gives Nintendo the ability to say, you can see, let's say this is the Mario game right here. Like Mario, jump out of the app and just stand right there or do something, right? So it'll give Nintendo that ability to do things, or even developers of this or virtual games, the ability to do that as well. So let's see if we can find anything else here interesting. You've already seen this part here. This is the camera angles, more camera angles, and of course you see the user interface right here again. A, B area. We saw the diagram earlier. And again, another one here. In pitch rotation, the virtual background space right here. We see the UI. So right here, you're actually looking down, right? And so when you look down, you still have the virtual background space, but the UI, it stays where it is, right there, right on right center to you. So you look up, and it's right in front of you. And that's the image we're looking at now. So program angular velocity data, virtual camera data. So it actually has cameras, you know, UI data, the user interface data, accumulation value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So here we have the entire patent for the VR headset for the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, guys, I'm more than convinced that we are getting a VR headset for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that Nintendo will stream games directly to this device. This is only what it says here. The title is an image display system. Okay, it's just an image display system, non-transitory storage medium, having stored their an image display program. All right, display control apparatus and image display method. Okay, so there you have it. This is the Nintendo Switch 2 VR extension VR headset, the virtual camera here. I'm pretty sure it's going to have virtual cameras on the end, so it can actually look at the area and kind of see where you are and measure your space in order for you to be able to play virtual games. But I believe that the best is yet to come. I think it's going to be an amazing experience being able to play VR in Nintendo, because remember, Nintendo was the first one to actually go into the space with the Virtual Boy. They couldn't do it then, but I know they can do it now. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Odyssey News. Leave your comment down below. If you find value in this video, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next amazing adventure here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, I have two things I need to let you know. Number one, never give up. And number two, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new way. Never slow down, winners don't need no brakes. And we won't fade. Our shine is